Alright guys, welcome back. Okay, so a few days ago, I posted up a picture of me messing around with Symphonics and synchron. And it got a lot of you guys' attention. Already, this is not a new concept, this is not a new idea, this is something that many of us have already tried and try to make it work. But to have it work competitively, that's where the ambition lies, right? You want to be able to play something like this and do good, right? Not just like casually, like you actually like to where you enjoy playing the deck you're playing. Like that's the whole point, right? And the Symphonics, right? It offers quite a few things, right? Okay, let me just lay it out. Let me just show the key cards, right? Because Junk Speeder is like one of the main routes. Like it's so fulfilling the minute you resolve it, because you get so many things out of it, right? So you for sure, like, you can play other like synchrons, but like you're not gonna want to be drawing like a floor synchron or like a road war. You're not gonna want to draw, like, you don't. Whereas these already within the deck, they do something. They're not like completely bad. They're like the most. These are probably the best. This is probably the best synchron, right? Apart from Junk. I mean, I love all the sequence, but like you gotta be real. Of course, and then like you have to consider what like it's iconic. It's known. Junk and Doppel. That's like how it all started, right? That was the first combo starter that you would just do. You get Liberian formula draws. It was just insane, right? That was like really amazing, and like things that just inherently were just compatible with those key cards was Veiler, like hands down, right? It's a level 1 tuner, and that's what you needed. Like all you needed to do is have Junk Double with the level 1 tuner engrave, and that got your combo started, right? And this just it killed 2 birds with 1 stone. You would negate something, be interactive, stop and hinder your opponent while still being a part of the combo, which is what majority of the time you have to look for. You want to be able to have those cards that do multiple things and add versatility, right? And then you have Kobold, right? Kobold's similar to Doppel, but not as good, because this gives you the tokens, which is I mean, I guess this revive itself, but like it's very specific. Level 2 bringing itself back when you already did the either Junk Speeder play or your XL play. So it's like, okay, what I mean, what can this provide, right? And then you have, of course, more extenders, which is what these provide. So if you already noticed, right? For this, you gotta discard a card, right? So the plus side about that is, if they don't know what you're playing, or even if they do know what you're playing, this already automatically like a request a response. So like, are they gonna ash this? Are they not gonna ash this, right? So like, let's say you discard any of this, right? You have Junk, you discard anything. Let's say you discard this. They ash this, right? Then that's fine. Everything else, like a Soul Day play, your any other way that other move that Ash would stop, it already stopped this. So then you can feel free that, okay, Ash is gone. You know, so that's one of the things that this can do for you. This provides. It baits Ash, and if it doesn't bait Ash, then you have 2 normal summons, which means being able to summon 2 Junks is pretty amazing. But what will that do for you? That's the main question. Like, what can 2 Junks do for you? Because that's already 3 cards you have to be invested in, right? 1, 2, and then whatever you discard for it, right? So let's say ideally, what you would want to discard is a level 1 tuner and have this in hand. But like, that's already 5 cards. 1, right? 1, 2. Let's say it's this one. 3, 4. Oh, that's 4. Okay, let's say 4, right? That's a big investment, right? That's basically your entire hand. And what we like is things to be very minimal. Like be able to just use 1 card, have it be enough pressure for your opponent to respond, so you can bait things, and that's what you want to do. You want to bait things as fast as you can, because the minute it's out of the way, that means you can go ahead with your primary play. And with Synchro, it's or these aggressive hyper synchro decks, you kind of want to get that over and done with like as soon as possible, because you have to deplete your hand to rebuild again, and that's basically what this is, and that's what you want those cards to be, right? You want to be able to have versatility within the deck, not like cards that go with each other, but still be able to interact, which is what this is a perfect example, right? So let's say you go activate this in scale, right? You activate that. You discard. It doesn't really matter. Just one of the. Ideally, this is what you could discard any of this as long as you have like this as well. But like let's say you discard this, right, and you just bring this back. Let's say it resolves, right? Right, it resolves, okay. And then you can just since you have a normal summon, right? You can summon this, use that normal summon, right? If that gets like anchored and permanence or negated, like, okay, that's fine. You have another card, right? Let's say you have this in hand, right? Let's say this is your hand, because ideally that's the key card you want. You discard special, right? Like you want to be able to be continuing and extend your plays even if you get hindered, and that's what you want. You don't want to just have like, because I normally like what would happen would be you just summon, gets negated, okay, your turn ends, right? But you want to be able to keep going and going and going, and not like being able to outplay your opponent, because that's where the cleverness kicks in, where it's fulfilling. Like you're clever enough to bait your opponent, and then having them use resources that they thought would hinder you, but you were clever enough to think to play around it and be like, no, that wasn't my primary play. I was just like a bait. That's fulfilling. That's what you want to do, right? And you get special this, and then now you have this option, right? What can this give you? Like it all comes down to what can that give you? What can a particular card give you? Like you don't try to like have a specific extra and try to tailor that, because you're gonna struggle. Because like if you have a set extra deck lineup that you want to work, but then what your main deck cards, what your key cards in your main deck, you have to go out of your way to accommodate that tailored extra deck, you're gonna struggle. And that's one of the mistakes I made in the past, where I wanted to strictly make this extra deck work, that I would strain and try to like maneuver my way into making these particular key cards tailor the extra deck, and that's a big mistake sometimes. Because like if you can do something now that's much simpler, much more easier, why wouldn't you do that? You want things to be convenient, and that's basically what I've just been doing. And just looking at, okay, well, what can this do for you? Because like that, when you pick up an idea or a set of cards, like okay, for example, let's say you pick up these cards. You pick up these cards. You look at this and just think of what these two can do. You look at every option, every possible scenario that you can possibly get yourself into. Think of what is the best thing that this can do for you. And once you come to the conclusion, you start adding things to it to be like, okay, well, this goes with that and this goes with that. So then that's how you eventually build a deck. That's how it works. But yeah, cause like if I was thinking about it, right? Like this is basically Engage, except we don't draw a card. That's basically what it comes down to. Is like, Engage, like if you have 3 spells, you get to draw a card, right? This one lets you search a synchron tuner, right? And it mills. So instead of you drawing, you mill, and that has synergy with this, because that's what you want. You want things in the grave. It's not like it's crazy, but like if you like, let's say you have this, right? If you mill Glow Up Bulb, that's gonna be almost as good as an Engage, because that sets you up, right? That's basically what it sets you up, because it's random. The draw you card off, the draw you draw off of the Engage is random too. So it's like, you know, like it's very silly, but yeah, it's pretty funny. But that's basically where I've been at, like just being able to just have more options and more versatility. That I don't know, cause like yeah, it's something just been testing it out, just trying it out. Cause although 1-2 card combos are ideal, cause it means you don't have to invest as much, but that doesn't mean like having a 5 card hand that can work with each other and help you outplay and be clever is not as good. Like that does not make any sense. Like it can be as good because it gives you more options, right? Like it's a different approach to where where you have a one or two card combo, and the rest are interactions like hand traps, like Ash, Bell, Ogre. Like this is a different type of interaction. Whereas this all these cards go with each other, so it makes it makes for a different type of approach and strategy. But that's basically where I'm at, dude. Like you can take many ways, right? Like junk speeder. It's just like how can you not want to make this work? Like it's just junk speeder, like it's just how can you it just summons two, right? It just like it's freaking crazy, dude. Summon this, like the minute you resolve, the minute you resolve this, you know you're summoning this, and you know you're getting something freaking special because these you can summon a junk jet, and then you can search this of jet if you want to. Like yeah, like there's I'm also testing like an assault build with nothing but like you play junk, you play this. I mean a junk forward this. So without your normal summon, special, and then that makes a soul day, right? A soul day sends summons knight sends doppel, summon your junk, and then you know, and then get things going that way. That's pretty insane. But yeah, hopefully this like kind of like give you some type of ideas and just I guess in a sense of how I go on about building things, because it's fun, right? It's just really fun. And what I noticed is that it needs to be a little bit toolboxy, because you can't just want to summon Blazer or Quasar and then just like you don't. So like I was thinking like maybe like a follow-up play and just like with Trish, which is really good. Trish is good for that. And like maybe having the option to make either of these guys like once you baited and were clever enough to like force your opponent to respond to a certain thing, then you'll be like, okay, well, okay, last play, boom, and it'll be like a blowout. Those are the feeling plays that I like to do. It's just so cool. But that's pretty much it. And I'll try to get this deck like a little bit more complete to give you guys a. But essentially, you guys saw what I was trying to say, right? Hopefully, it came across right, because yeah, man, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's cool. Double junk summon. Yeah. Anyways, that's maybe. Hopefully, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching.